Hey Laura, what's up?
Hello.
You have five
Um,
minutes. Take us away.
Amazing. Okay, cut me off. I'm gonna share screen. Okay, here we go. Cool. Everybody can see my screen?
We've got it. Yep.
Sweet. All right. I am the kind of person who, if I actually put it into presentation mode, immediately forgets what's on the next slide. So we're just gonna do it going through this. Cool. So some product updates from the product team. Thing number one is we want to let everybody know that we are aware that there's been a lot going on at kind of the leadership level, the moonshot direction level. This changes, that changes, and that we haven't been really diligent about making sure that everybody in the collective finds out about what these changes are, what the direction we'd like to go in is. So we made some changes to our communication cadences that we hope are going to be able to help everybody get on the same page about what is happening and why, and that everyone who is in the collective knows when they can expect those communications. So standard office hours on Wednesdays have been converted into what we're calling collective context. So this is when we're going to come together and important things will be shared out, will be discussed, decisions get made. Please join if you're able to during that time. If for whatever reason you can't, or it's at a bad time for your time zone, we are also going to share notes from that afterwards with some specific bullet points of here's what we talked about or here's what we decided in some of the Discord and Telegram channels. So that will be where you can go for any consistent updates about what's going on. We've also added additional office hours at 9 a.m. Eastern on Wednesday and Friday, which I think is a friendlier time zone for some of our folks in the sort of more earlier or later, I don't even know, for Africa and India time zones. Right, Wednesday's updates will be added. Everything else in terms of your team meetings, office hours, dog food, everything else stays the same. But of course, share feedback if any of those you feel could be more or useful to you. Cool. Next updates on Coordination Toolkit. For the folks who work on any of these products, we've definitely talked to each of you about it, but we want to to each of the products about it, but we want to make sure everybody knows what's going on with each of these. For Shelling Point, we are going to be focusing in on shilling Moonshot as this cool arm of the DAO that is constantly doing deep research and finding these problems and building products that solve pain points that humans and DAOs experience. And as an example of that, we're going to be throwing a couple of tip parties. Hey, we identified this pain point of it's really hard to get people, to incentivize people to come to meetings or to come to sessions, and we're going to throw a party to incentivize them to do that. So tip party will be not launched, but will be showcased at Shelling Point. In terms of pay party and token stream, we are going to be doing some more, this actually has changed since this morning. We are going to be doing some usability interviews of emus in other DAOs to validate the problem spaces and make the products fully intuitive. Cool, so that we can sort of start offering people off the shelf to use these, especially if they're excited about, they're excited about Tip Party, they go to the Moonshot site, cool, there's these other products, maybe I'll try these out too. With Recruiter, we're also beginning some interviews with recruiters to validate the recruiter pain points that they might, or the pain points that recruiters might be experiencing, so that we make sure that that product is solving for both sides of its marketplace, not just being an awesome place for builders to put up their, to sort of showcase their talent, but also a great place for recruiters to actually come and find that talent. Exciting prototypes. You just saw the multi-dropper, which was very cool and exciting. It is super gas efficient. We love it. It's amazing. Low TTV for our users. Yep, cool. I think that covers that. And a heads up that more Strategery is coming soon. There are big thoughts we are having about how to iterate on the vision and our research practices, how to refine and how to refine our idea validation practices. and building out some templates so that that's actually a repeatable process. And we start to, build, as Owaki says, the machine that builds the machines. I'm focusing on leading this part of the work, and so I will really be looking for feedback soon, certainly before the next of these meetings, and that will probably come out in the Wednesday collective context conversation. So join there if you're interested in sharing more. Okay, did I stay under 5 minutes? Yes.
Thanks, Laura.
All right, done.
Snaps for Laura. Thank you. All right, so I know that the communication has been haphazard with the collective in the past, and we're actively trying to correct that, as well as reach our target state of building the machine that builds the machine. So Laura, thanks for those updates. If you wouldn't mind just linking the deck in either the Telegram or here so that people have a copy of it, that'd be great.